If you struggle with self-doubt, overthinking, or constantly second-guessing yourself, know this. You are not broken. You are adapted. Picture this. You're in a meeting and you're asked to speak up off the cuff unexpectedly. You can feel your face starting to get red. Your throat clenches up and your mind goes blank. You stutter through a response, wonder what everybody must be thinking about you, and end up feeling embarrassed when you think about the situation later on. Maybe you ask yourself, what is wrong with me? Why do I get so scared when I should have tons of confidence? I should be able to handle stuff like this. I am so embarrassed. That surge of fear in the moment, that's actually your nervous system trying to protect you. There's nothing wrong with you. Your nervous system learned a way to keep you safe at one point, and it just repeats back what it knows until it learns a new way. See, your body has well-worn patterns that helped you stay safe in the past. Those patterns can continue long after the original stressful situation is gone. Maybe at one point, for example, classmates or an instructor belittled you or made fun of you when you gave an incorrect answer in class. Based on that experience, part of your brain and nervous system might cause you to clam up when you get called on today, even though the momentary pain of that past incident is long over and there's little chance of it playing out the same way again in today's world. While the dangers of the past may not be present today, your nervous system might not know that. It might expect to encounter more of what it encountered in the past, and that's why it sometimes continues to repeat those same responsive patterns. Now, I call this part of your brain and nervous system the security guard, and you'll learn more about your security guard here in just a moment. It can be incredibly frustrating when you understand intellectually that you should be more confident, but you still struggle to muster confidence or self-confidence in the moment. However, as frustrating as it may be, criticizing yourself or shaming yourself won't change your nervous system responses that were really built to protect you a long time ago. However, you can learn to recognize, navigate, and effectively respond to those patterns so that they happen less frequently. Here's the truth. You cannot outthink a dysregulated nervous system. But if you can create safety for your nervous system first, then you can do the kind of mindset work that sticks, the mindset work that helps you build lasting, sustainable self-confidence. Okay, it is time to meet your security guard. So your brain has what I call the security guard, and it's her job to keep you safe. She's the one who learned based on your past experiences and is constantly on the lookout in your current environment for things that remind her of those past threats. As a result, she may sometimes treat what seem like ordinary everyday moments as though they're actually high-risk situations. She's the one, for example, who causes you to freeze and stammer when you're called on in a meeting unexpectedly. When your security guard notices what she thinks is a threat and blows her whistle, sending off alarm bells in your brain and body, your body gears up to protect you, your focus and attention narrow in, and clear thinking gets harder until you can calm that security guard down. When your security guard blows her whistle and sends out the alarm bells, your thinking brain largely goes offline. It is checked out to lunch. And this is why mindset tips often fail in the moment, because the logical part of your brain, that security guard, is on duty and she is pushing back against what she believes is a threat. So instead of always jumping straight to mindset work in the moment, I recommend that folks start with a simple 3-step process that they can practice anywhere first, which I call Regulate, Reassure, Respond. I talked pretty extensively about my Regulate, Reassure, Respond process in another video, so I'm going to keep it brief here, and I'll link to the video that has a full walkthrough down in the description. Step 1 in Regulate, Reassure, Respond is to regulate. Calm that security guard before you try to think your way through a situation. There are lots of ways to do this, and it's important to find approaches that work well for you. And by the way, this is just nervous system regulation. You can start by trying long exhales that are longer than your inhales. You can also try simply feeling the sensation of having both of your feet on the floor and the weight of your body in a chair. Another option is to slowly look around the room and look for objects that are a specific color or even a specific shape, like blue or green or squares or circles. All of these nervous system regulation exercises send small signals to let your security guard know that you are safe. Step 2 of the Regulate, Reassure, Respond process is to reassure. Offer gentle self-talk to your brain's security guard to reassure her. You can say something to yourself like, hey, thanks for trying to keep me safe. I'm not in danger here. I've got this. This reassurance helps send signals to your security guard that the current context is different from the past that she's recalling. As your security guard relaxes, your thinking brain comes back online. Once the security guard settles down, you can choose a thought and feeling combination that carry you forward in the moment. And this is the respond step of the Regulate, Reassure, Respond process. For example, you might think to yourself, I have what it takes to get through this, and you might feel courageous as a result. Now, the goal here isn't to force yourself into action or to eliminate fear altogether. When you calm your security guard and choose your thoughts and feelings with intention, action flows naturally. When you feel more steady, you can choose your next step with care rather than out of a place of pressure. Mindset work doesn't always stick, and this is one big reason why. If you've read all the self-help books and tried all the mindset tools, but those changes didn't last, you're not alone. When your nervous system is dysregulated, meaning that your security guard is frequently blowing her whistle, your brain chooses safety over strategy. You cannot outthink a dysregulated nervous system, so no amount of mindset work will be effective in the moment. This is not a character flaw. It's actually a design feature, and it's possible to update that design. When you create safety for your nervous system first, mindset work has a stable place, a stable foundation on which to land because your thinking brain comes back online. Here's a quick exercise that you can try today. It's a simple 60-second reset that you can use after speaking in a meeting or having a conversation. So right after you speak, give yourself 1 minute to teach your system that speaking and safety can coexist. First, take a few long, slow exhales. Next, notice 5 things you can see and 4 things you can feel in the environment around you, like my sweater, my hair. Let your shoulders and your jaw soften. This small, repeatable exercise can help you calm your security guard and train your nervous system over time. There's no need for big, heroic shifts, and to be honest, they're really unrealistic. What you do instead is give your nervous system a simple experience of doing something difficult and then settling down afterward. That little lesson compounds over time the more you do it. So here's what changes as your ability to regulate your nervous system grows. As your nervous system becomes better regulated and your window of tolerance increases, your choices expand. You stay present longer and recover faster when your security guard is activated. You notice that your self-talk is kinder and more encouraging. You catch yourself sending that email or text message without 10 rounds of editing and overthinking. You hear your voice sound steadier when you make a point or set a boundary. These are quiet markers of growing self-confidence. They're signs that you can rely on yourself in real conditions, not just ideal conditions. If shame shows up at any point throughout this process, meet it with honor for the adaptation that your nervous system made to keep you safe. Shame often says to us, you should have handled that better. Instead, you can say, my security guard protected me the way that she learned to, and I'm practicing a different way now. This approach respects what kept you safe in the past and keeps you moving forward without harmful self-criticism. You are not broken. You are adapted. Once you create safety for your nervous system, then you can do the mindset and belief work that creates lasting changes in your life. If you'd like a personalized plan that fits your life, that's exactly what we do together in the Self-Confidence Edit. Get started with a short consultation today to map out your plan and decide your next steps. If you're ready for support, you can book a free consultation at the link in the description. My name is Amy Shield. I help smart, capable women feel as confident on the inside as they look on the outside. Thank you so much for checking out my video. I hope you have an awesome day. Bye-bye.